Archie, did you hit record? I told you I wasn't ready. Oh, gotta go. All right, Archie, I think I'm ready. You can go ahead and go hit record, okay? You already hit record, didn't you? Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do with you? Kids at home, it's good to see you, and I'm so glad that you've joined us here today because our Bible story in your Bible storybook is all about this guy. Really? Yep, it's, well, not all about you, Archie, but it's kind of about you. It's really about what it means to be sheep. So it's about my parents and family? Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's kind of about your family. But it's all about how Jesus describes what it means to live in his kingdom by talking about how sheep help each other. And Jesus says that what it looks like to be citizens in God's kingdom. Citizen? What's a citizen? Archie, you ask the best questions. That's a really good one. What is a citizen? Yeah, so a citizen is someone who lives in a particular civilization, so with a particular group of people, usually in a particular place. Kinda like one big family. That's one way to look at it. It's kind of like one big family, a little bit spread out, but yeah, kind of like a big family. And as citizens in God's kingdom, we are supposed to treat everyone as if they're family. Kinda like having lots of aunts and uncles and lots of brothers and sisters. Yeah, kind of like everybody's our aunt and uncle or brother and sister. That's exactly right. And Jesus tells his disciples that to be citizens in his kingdom, to be children of God, it means caring for each other like family, especially when our brothers or sisters are in need. Lamb and sheep huddle together whenever one of us is in need or afraid. Wow. I bet that's why Jesus uses the analogy of sheep to talk about being citizens in his kingdom, because of the way that you support each other. I love Jesus. I love Jesus too. He's really good at helping us understand how we are to live our life together. So kids, when you read your Bible story at home this morning, make sure you really think about how Jesus describes loving those who are most in need as being God's sheep. So that we can become sheep too? Yeah, so that we can be God's sheep too, so that we can be God's family and love one another and support each other, kind of like sheep huddled together in order to keep everyone safe. So, we also have a very special guest on the show today. We do? Yeah, we do. We have another special guest, and he's going to tell us a little bit about how he uses the piano to help others know more about God and how to serve each other. Are you ready to go learn a little bit about the piano? Yeah! Are you kids at home ready to go? Great. Let's go. Hey, Mr. Bush, that was amazing.
You think it was?
Oh, yeah, that was great, Mitch. What were you just playing?
That is an etude by Frédéric Chopin.
Oh, who's Chopin?
Chopin was a composer that lived in the 1800s, and he's Polish. He's from Poland.
Oh, where's Poland?
Oh boy, that's one of those countries in Europe.
Oh, is everybody named Chopin there?
I don't think so. I think Chopin is pretty unique to him and probably a few others, but there's lots of Polish names.
Oh, well, that's really interesting. So, Archie, Mr. Bush here, is a pianist and he plays the piano. What's a piano?
Well, that's a good question. I believe you met Mr. Ted Canning the other night. Right?
Yeah, he plays the steel drum.
Okay. Well, in a way, the piano is pretty much like the drums.
It's made out of trash cans too?
No, not quite, but wood. Wood that's harvested from the forest, lots of metal, lots of different elements go into making a piano.
It's really big.
It is big. And but usually there's a piano around for anybody who wants to play one somewhere.
So, Mitch, what's all this stuff inside the piano?
Well, I'd mentioned that the piano, Archie, is somewhat like the drums. It would be called a percussive instrument.
What does percussive mean?
Well, percussive, I'm going to say, just like the drums, you have an instrument that strikes against a surface and it makes a sound.
Like sticks hitting a steel pan?
That's it. So on the piano, we have what's called hammers, and there's one right there. You can see it coming up under the string, and it strikes the string.
That's a lot of hammers.
There are lots of hammers, yes, which also makes the piano kind of a more complicated instrument.
Does it take a lot of construction workers to make the hammers go down?
Well, I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, also though, even though it strikes, it also has strings like a violin or a cello.
So there are a bunch of violins in the piano?
You could say that. Lots of violins, cellos, double bass, viola. All of that is in the piano because the piano is kind of like an orchestra in itself.
Oh, wow.
So if you, up here, let's say we have the sound of the violin, and even though the hammer strikes the string, we still want kind of a singing tone with the string, just like the violin. And then let's say we go down, that would be the viola, which is an instrument that's a little bit bigger, but it's like the violin. Then we have the cello, and then we have the double bass, another string instrument, which is really big. And so as you can see with what I played, we have all the strings playing together.
That bass note sounds like my grandma. She has a deep voice.
She does?
Yeah.
Wow, does your grandma sing to you?
Sometimes. She loves the song Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh yeah, boy, that's a real favorite on the piano.
Yeah, it's my favorite song. It's written about my great 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 grandma.
Wow, you've got lots of grandmas in between that one and now, right?
Yeah, lots.
Well, Mary Had a Little Lamb is a song that I would say that most people, it's their first song they ever learned to play on the piano.
Could you teach me how to play it?
Oh, sure. So, Mary Had a Little Lamb, so if we take just these 5 notes starting with middle C, that's the first note or first key everybody always learns. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes. So right within there we can learn how to play Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Can I try?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so put one hoof right here on the E.
Yeah, one hoof. That's
Okay,
a good
so-
way to put it.
Okay,
Right there.
that's it.
Okay.
Go down another step. Another one, and then back up. Another, back up. And do that 2 more times. And then down 1 step. That's it, you're catching on. Oh, that's great. Oh, awesome, Archie. Oh, that's great.
Sometimes it's hard just to hit one note when you have a hoof.
Oh, I know, yeah.
It gets in the way.
Right. Well,
Imagine taping your fingers together and having to play the piano. That's kind of what it's like.
yeah, well, I guess we always have challenges to overcome, right?
Yeah, but I did pretty good, right?
Oh, I think for a first time, that's absolutely awesome. You're on your way to being a great pianist.
Just a little practice?
Just a little practice. Several hours a day, I would think.
Several hours?
Yeah, you think you can do that?
When will I sleep?
I
still have to play outside and stuff.
That's true, yeah. So, well, we'll cut it down to a few minutes, and then if you really like it, you could always put more into it. More time.
Maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
Could I play it one more time?
Sure, try it again.
I messed up there just right then.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, we're human.
I'll keep trying.
Okay.
Well, I'm not human, Mr.
Oh,
Bush.
that's true.
I'm a
forgot
lamb.
about that, but you
yeah.
know
I guess I do make mistakes like other people, though.
what?
So,
Yeah, but I think you're doing great.
yeah, kind of like you made a mistake saying I was human, but that's okay.
That's right. Hey. Well,
Very good,
Archie,
huh?
always feel like animals are humans just like I am, and I guess probably for nice humans, animals always feel like the human is an animal just like they are.
Oh, well, that's nice of you, Mr. Bush. You're a pretty nice human as far as I'm concerned.
Well, thank you, Archie. That's very nice. It was so glad to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thanks for letting me play your piano.
Yeah, with all that talent, I hope you practice a little bit every day so you get better and better.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on my hoofs. Yeah.
That's great.
Wow, that was a lot of fun learning a little bit about how to play the piano, wasn't it, Archie? Yeah! Yeah, Mr. Bush, he is a master on the piano, probably one of the best I've ever heard play. And maybe we'll be able to see a little something that he has played after craft time. So we have a very special craft today. Really? Yep, very special. And it's all about helping others. We're going to need to get a few supplies. We'll be right back. All right, kids, so for our craft today, you should have a bag, something like the one that Archie's holding right here. And you're gonna take this bag and you're gonna color all over it. Are they going to draw pictures? Yeah, they're gonna draw some pictures so that the bag is beautiful and really nicely decorated, because you're gonna give this bag to someone in need after you put lots of fun stuff in there, especially food stuff that someone who's a little extra hungry during this season can use and have and share as a family. So we're sharing food with other citizens in God's kingdom? That's exactly right. It's kind of like we're sharing food with other citizens in God's kingdom, especially the ones who need a little extra at this time. So I had Archie go do a little shopping, and he brought back some of his favorite things that we're gonna put in the bag. You wanna grab those, Archie? Mm-hmm. Nut thins, okay. Triscuits, okay. More crackers. Archie, did you buy anything besides crackers? I like crackers. I like crackers too, but maybe a few different things that we could share with others? Okay. All right, well, we're probably gonna have to go back to the store and get a few other things, but we certainly have enough crackers for everybody to enjoy. And so maybe buy a few of your favorite things, but also get a variety that people can use in their own home kitchen, okay? All right. All right, have fun shopping, have fun coloring your bag, and remember, the more we help others, the more like God's sheep, the more like God's family we become. I can't wait to see how you decorate your bags, and I hope you have a lot of fun doing it at home. Have a great day. Can you say bye, Archie? Bye, Archie. You think you're so silly. Yep. Bye. Bye, kids.